Welcome to the Restoration Revolution podcast, where we help restore hope and put your family on the road to recovery, one episode at a time. Here's your host and owner of Hazard Clean Restoration, Chad Mallonee.
Get ready to dive into the world of water damage remediation. Welcome back, everyone. This is Garfield Bowen, co-host / producer, back in the studio with Chad Mallonee. Chad, how you doing today?
I'm doing great, Garfield. How you doing?
I am well. I'm well. I can't complain. So, Chad, when it comes to water damage remediation, what steps do you take to prevent future occurrences?
Preventing water damage occurrence, it's really a crucial aspect of water damage restoration. And while we really focus on addressing the immediate damage, typically when we go into a water damage restoration project, taking proactive measures to mitigate the risk can really help save homeowners and businesses significant financial and emotional stress in the future. When I think about a couple key areas to prevent water damage from occurring in your home in the future, and how you can be proactive with it. Copper pipes come right to the front of that. Typically, when we get called out to a pipe that is leaking, or there's a leak in the walls and everything else, it's a lot of times it's a copper pipe, and the high humidity in Florida, combined with the chlorine that's used in the water to really as a disinfectant and everything else, it really commonly leads to increased corrosion, and it creates these pinhole leaks in these copper pipes, and those leaks can really turn into costly repairs. And while most copper pipes, it really can last 20 plus years, if a home is getting up there in age, say it's 40 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, or anything like that. Or if that homeowner's already had to repair a pinhole leak, then it really may be time to reconsider repiping the home. It's interesting. There's even cities that know it's caused so many issues that there's cities in Florida that even offer loans to their homeowners to help them replace the entire plumbing system, really get the whole house redone. And with these these copper pipes, if you just replace and just fix one little pinhole, because that corrosion has been happening throughout that pipe, basically once you fix that, the pressure goes up in that pipe, and typically you end up having more pinhole leaks. And so that's something you want to make sure that you, if you've had that or you're suspecting you may, have a licensed plumber come out and look at everything for you. The next would be with HVAC systems, air conditioning. So, a lot of times, your air conditioning unit can start to leak. You can have a backup in your drain line, or third point, if your system is not functioning properly, it can lead to high humidity in your home or business. And you really want a licensed HVAC contractor to come out there to inspect it, really do some preventive maintenance. And the drain line is such a simple thing to make sure that that is getting checked on a pretty frequent basis, because it really can cause, if you get a backup on your drain line, it can cause significant damage in a short amount of time. And so it's really important to take steps to make sure that's functioning properly as well. The third thing that really comes to mind is bathroom exhaust fans. And so we get called out a lot of times if there's mold in a home in a bathroom area or whichever. A lot of times it's because the homeowner either doesn't have an exhaust fan, or they're not using it. The family's not using it. And so when you think about when you're taking a hot shower, it releases a significant amount of moisture and water vapor into that air, which can then condense on the surfaces and lead to mold growth if it's not properly ventilated. And it's recommended, when you go in and take a shower, that you turn that exhaust fan on immediately, and then continually, once you're done with the shower, let that run for about 20 minutes, because it'll actually allow the excess moisture to be removed and return the humidity back to a normal level. Those, by taking if I just think of those three key areas right there, you really can really look at preventing those are three common areas that really you can save yourself some financial and emotional stress in the future by addressing those when it comes to water damage. And just prevention is the key. So a little effort now, putting a little effort in those three areas really can go a long way to safeguard your property for the long run.
So, Chad.
Yes.
How do you ensure that all affected area is thoroughly dried and is treated to prevent mold growth?
Well, it's a good question. It depends on the scenario. So, we have a lot of tools that we utilize, a lot of different techniques and everything else. But, on a basic level, we're using things like moisture meters. We're also using things like infrared cameras and everything else that allow us to be able to determine if we're at the right, the dryness level that we're looking for. And that especially if we're drying out a property, there's a lot that goes into that. We do moisture mapping, all kinds of techniques that really ensure that, you can touch a surface and feel it and be like, oh, no, it's dry. I just took it up with a shop vac and it's dry. When really there's a lot of bound moisture that's in that material that it's not dry. And, we need to get that out of there and remove it, or else that you're going to end up with mold growth as that material slowly releases that moisture over time, and also damages the material, damages the structure. So, that's kind of as we're going into dry out when there is water damage, there's a lot that goes and a lot of it that's involved in that, and making sure that we're hitting that dry standard that we're looking for whatever given material that is.
Good stuff, Chad. So you got the pipe, the AC, and the bathroom fan. Okay, I think we all got everything all covered. Good stuff, Chad. We'll see you in the next episode.
See you then, Garfield. Bye, everyone.
Thanks for listening to the Restoration Revolution podcast, where recovery starts here. Let us help put your family on the road to recovery. Go to hazardclean.net or call 772-259-5018. That's 772-259-5018.